So I get it. You want to know if it was his mom's fault, right? Or his dad's fault. Or if they're just wired incorrectly. They're just made bad, right? Just bad wiring. It made them who they are. You're looking for a reason to stay or a reason to forgive this narcissistic person in your life. And as someone that's diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, I'm gonna just keep it hot and ready with you. Right? Hot and ready with you like a Little Caesar's pizza. Finding out why they are the way that they are won't change what they are doing. It won't change who they are, right? And because, like, as a narcissist, I was made in a specific way. And today I'm going to talk about narcissism in males, how narcissistic males are created. Could some of this stuff apply to narcissistic women? Yes, absolutely. It can. My fellas, you can watch this video. My women who love women, you can watch this video as well, because a lot of this stuff could apply as well. I'll do another video about narcissistic women here soon, but we're going to talk about males today, y'all. Let's hop right into it. No buffer. No buffer. Nature. The nature factor. Nature does play a role in narcissism. Like the genetic seed, like genetics can play a role, right? Not every narcissist is absolutely going to be coming from an abusive household, right? Because you get some people who are good parents, right? Good parents. And they just be like, how the hell did my son become a narcissist? They've done everything right. They've done everything, like no parent is perfect, but they've done everything that they could do. Got him into therapy. The wiring is just off, right? Something just disconnected, right? Like the brain can just, I ain't gonna say malfunction. The brain is just different. You know what I mean? Like some people are naturally born more sensitive. You know what I mean? But narcissistic people tend to be born more sensitive, born more aggressive, or more driven. If you take that high octane brain and put it in a toxic environment, you get a narcissist, right? More sensitive, more aggressive, more driven. I know people gonna hear the word sensitive and you automatically think about empath. No, sensitivity does not automatically equate to empathy. Sensitivity can equate to I'm thin skinned and react very violently or very quickly or very irrationally to criticism or perceived criticism or slight. So sensitivity does not necessarily mean empathy. I know people will hear sensitive like, Lee, I'm sensitive. Am I a narcissist? No. So if you put all of that with that and put it in a toxic environment, you might get a narcissistic person, right? And so also there's an empathy gap. Like a lot of times, like research does show that for some of us, the parts of the brain that process empathy just don't light up the same way as other people. As I don't know, I'm gonna just use this word. I don't necessarily use this word a lot, but normal people, a person with a healthy brain. Because what does normal really mean, right? Normal people, we're born with the right hardware, but the software just never gets installed. We have a brain. It just like sometimes the wiring is just off. The empathy just doesn't light up. The wire, it might spark up sometimes. You know how you take two wires and rub them together, and sometimes they create that little spark, like psst, psst. Or like some jumper cables. You attach one end to the battery, and the loose end you just smack together. Yeah, it starts sparking. That can happen too, right? That's absolutely can happen in these situations and whatnot, right? That's something that you have to be prepared for, and it can go on. Like it's just an empathy gap, right? So sometimes nature does play a big role in it. It does happen. But if nature plays a role, what about nurture, right? What about nurture? Well, Lee, if nature plays a role, what about nurture? What about nature's little brother, nurture? Nature's little brother, nurture. Oh, little nurch, little nurch from down the street, right? So it's like two pathways. So we talk about path A, the overindulged, the golden child. I know y'all know that word right there. Like two paths. Path A is the golden child. This is from the nurture aspect of things. The golden child, right? Some men are raised to believe they are literal gods among men. They are perfect little baby boys. And could a narcissistic mother or just a mentally deranged mother play a huge role in this? Yes! Nurture. They nurture them to think that they can do no wrong. Could a narcissistic father play this role in her? Yes. Could coming from an affluent background where you never heard the word no and you were a spoiled brat, could they play a role? Yes. You get raised and never hear the word no, and now when you in your adulthood you hear no, you lose your damn mind. You crazy. People set a boundary on. What the hell how dare you set a boundary on me, you peasant? You see what I'm saying? Nurture plays a role. Golden child. You get raised to be a certain type of way. Hell yeah. Like they never heard the word no. They are never held accountable in their childhood, in their youth. And even sometimes in adulthood, if you got enough money, people just don't testify. You get off scot-free for unallowed. Remember that boy years ago that in a car accident, like he was drunk driving and took 4 people's lives, and he got off scot-free because of affluenza. They say he came from a rich household, rich background. He never had boundaries set, so he didn't know how to say no. So he wrecked and took the lives of 4 people, and he got 10 years probation. I think he ended up going to jail for a couple of years, but nothing major for killing 4 people. Right? Look up affluenza. That's literally, they made some shit up to let him get out of jail. Right? They never get held accountable. And they are praised for things that they didn't even do. Things like, especially if you grow up, imagine growing up a narcissist. Like, they grow up thinking the world is a damn golden child, spoiled brat. Grows up thinking the world is a vending machine that owes them endless narcissistic supply. You get praised for things you didn't do. Like, I'm not saying this specifically about the Walton family, the people who own Walmart, but they get praised for having Walmart, and their grandparents or parents started it. Like, it's passed down. Like, you get, what is it? Nepotism. You get like nepotism. Like, oh my goodness, you come from such a good family. You're such an amazing person just because you have a certain last name, right? This is crazy. This is golden child. This is how this is a lot of times how races are created. Like the golden child races. Like, I think I'm better than you. You're a perfect little certain race, so it automatically makes you better than other races. That's crazy as hell. Y'all are stupid as hell to think that type of shit. That's crazy. Yeah, as y'all can see, they set me off a little bit. So let's get off the point of the golden child, because that's how you can make a narcissist, by nurturing them to damn death but not hold them accountable. No boundaries, no nothing. Never telling them no. And you get this person in adulthood in a relationship that you have to deal with. Like, they got parented horribly, and now you have to damn near unparent them. Right? Path B, the second path. The underlove, the emotional desert. Y'all call them the scapegoat. Right? The scapegoats, the other side of the golden child. This is more common though, right? A young boy or girl is neglected, right? They get shamed or abused. Neglected, shamed, or abused. Like, he realizes that early on that his true self isn't safe. He can't be himself. He has to create this mask. He has to protect himself, right? So he kills off that vulnerable boy and builds a titan, a mask that cannot be hurt. Like, that mask is the narcissist. That's more along the lines of how this narcissist was made right here, right? I was under love and neglected by a certain parent who looks like me, both same height, same weight, right? Same color, same skin color. You know what I mean? my father was around, y'all. He was just super neglectful. I was under love, and I could not be vulnerable around him. So I created a mask. You see what I'm saying? To become this person, the person that I was before I started this platform and stuff like that. That's what scapegoat right here. You know what I mean? That's what ends up happening. But the last thing we'll talk about, y'all, I'm gonna get about it. We don't make this too long. Is the societal factor, the alpha trap. You hear about the alpha male crazy ass shit, the reward system. Like, think about it like this: in business, in sports, and even in dating, we as society reward men who are arrogant, dominant, and ruthless. Andrew Tate, weirdo. You see what I'm saying? These people, this crazy as hell. We call it being an alpha male. For a man with narcissistic traits, society is telling him, keep doing exactly what you're doing and you're going to get paid off. The payoff is coming. Why change something if the world rewards you a trophy for it? Like, why change something that you get rewarded for? Why change a bad behavior even when you get rewarded for it? And that right there extends into adulthood right there. Why would I change something that I benefit from? Why would I change something that people tell me I'm good at? Even if it's being horrible, even if it's being toxic and masculine, even if it's being abusive and yelling and out of control. Why would I change it when I get a reward for it? Think about that right there, y'all. Think about it like that. Like Andrew Tate, one of the most famous people in the world, even though he's a horrible person, horrible human being, why would he change it? He gets money. He gets rewarded. He gets women that still see who he is and still go fuck him. And they get what they deserve. You see what I'm saying? You see this type of person, and you go fuck with him, that's on you. You like, oh, he's nice and evil. Something's got to be going on too. The women who mess with somebody like that, there's something going on up here. You see what I'm saying? There's something going on up there. They're trying to go get some therapy. So society can help create narcissists as well, because it doesn't reward going to therapy. You're weak if you go to therapy. You're a baby if you go to therapy. You're a beta male if you go to therapy. If you stand on the alpha tip, you're a beta if you go to therapy and get help. You see how crazy that sounds? How stupid that sounds right there, y'all. So, in conclusion, like, I know how I got here, how I was made. I was a neglectful scapegoat, right? I know the trauma and the environment that created Lee Hammock. I understand it. I just told y'all little bits and pieces of it. But that doesn't mean I'm not responsible for who I am. That doesn't mean I'm not responsible for who I am today and what I do today. My behaviors and my actions. Y'all see, I put the work in. I put the work. 9 years of therapy now. 9 years of therapy. Like, so don't let a narcissist use their sad story as a reason to let them keep hurting you, to keep abusing you, to keep treating you like shit. Don't let that be the reason you stay in a relationship, because they used all these excuses I put on her. Don't let them use that as an excuse to keep being abusive, y'all. If you like this video, you got something from it, drop a flex in the comment section, y'all. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And as always, y'all, mental illness is out. Peace.